and welcome to Business 300. My name is Philip Kulenshoff, and this is 300 Seconds About Business. We're all a busy people, so I have 5 minutes or less to get my point across. If you feel like driving around and sitting in traffic is wasteful, you're not wrong. Maybe these 5-minute episodes can help you redeem that time. Transportation is one of the 7 wastes in your business that your customers aren't willing to pay for. But, you say, there are entire businesses built on transportation, which people do pay for. Yes, that's correct, and has always been. Horse buggies back in the day transporting people and goods, merchant ships and steamboats. Some of the biggest business tycoons arose by laying railroad tracks and running steam engines. FedEx, UPS, Amazon Delivery. These are all delivery services that people have been and continue to pay for. So what in the world am I talking about? My core idea in business is to serve your customer. A business revolves, or ought to revolve, around the customer. All things considered, that's what business is about, serving a customer. Your aim is to provide value to somebody else, which means that everything your business does either adds value to the customer or it doesn't. Identifying value-added and non-value-added activities helps you think through the work you do in order to know which of the tasks you're doing is wasteful. Is this part of the business adding value to the customer or not? The 7 wastes are all non-value-added activities. A business waste is anything and everything that your business does that does not bring value to your customer. The goal is to eliminate or decrease as much of the non-value-added activities as possible. However, that's not always easy to do. Most of the non-value-added work is deeply engraved into the way we do things. We've built our businesses on much of it. You can't just eliminate overproduction or get rid of waiting time. There are more fundamental shifts that need to take place in order for much of the burden to be relieved. That's why much of the non-value-added work can be properly considered necessary non-value-added work, at least until you figure out a way to eliminate it. Necessary non-value-added work is work your business does that isn't what the customer is paying for, but it's necessary to operate your business or bring the value to the customer. Necessary non-value work are real costs that eat at your bottom line, and so figuring out ways to get rid of them or decrease them is the right pursuit. Transportation is just such an activity. Transporting goods adds no value to your customer, even if they're paying for the shipping. If it did, people would choose longer and more complex shipping over shorter and simpler options. But they don't. Given the option, customers will always choose less shipping that is faster, simpler, and less expensive. As a society, we've done much progress in decreasing the waste of transportation. How long did it take to receive merchant goods from India in 1724? How long does it take in 2024? How complicated was it to get from New York to Los Angeles in 1885? How complicated is it now? Transportation has been decreasing as value has been increasing. But in your business, there are certain limitations that you have that keeps you from decreasing your transportation methods. And yet, we still must pursue the work of doing so if we are to bring more value to more people. Start with your day-to-day work before it ever goes to the customer. How much walking is there in between steps? How far does a part travel from start to finish? Do you move material in and out of storage because your timing of delivery is off? You may think all of this is trivial, but do your measurements. I'm willing to bet there is much margin hiding in these dark corners of waste. But the bigger thing eliminating transportation accomplishes is that it frees up capacity in your business for you to process and deliver more goods without increasing expenses. What you were paying people to move parts around, you can pay them to make more parts. Sure, maybe you enjoy cruising down the highway with your windows down. Well, you can do that on the weekends. Your customers don't care for that. Transporting product or people in your business in any capacity is wasteful, whether you're carrying work in process in between production steps or moving materials, parts, or finished goods in and out of storage. Transportation is a cost your business accrues that your customer is unwilling to pay for. That's because transportation adds no value to the customer, and business is all about the value.